Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome to my channel. For the month of December, I have been working on the December Ember Challenge that is hosted by Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, where 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, they have prompts for you to make ephemera to put in your journal. And you can choose to do whatever kind of journals that you would like. I know a lot of people did switching journals like Barbara and Louisa did, where they made each other a journal and then they're working in that. Some people have made their own, and some people are just making ephemera to use in a future journal. While I have had a journal already made that I had been working in, so I am using it, and you can see it is getting quite full. So I am hoping to be able to complete the challenge in this journal, but we'll see how it goes. This particular journal I have made, like I said, for myself. And if you're not familiar with this journal, I do have a video, I think, on how I made this cover. And this is my mom. And I have filled it up with just things that I like. A lot of it is Paris-oriented because we spent, when I was little, quite a bit of time in Paris because my dad was in the Air Force, and that was one of the places that we were stationed. And like I said, I was very young then. And I actually have a picture in here, right here. This is me at when we were stationed in France. So, yeah. So this is the journal I have been working in. And so I'm going to continue to work in it. And like I said, hopefully be able to complete the challenge in this one. If not, I may have to remove some of the ephemera and put it elsewhere. So today's prompts are a tuck and cheese. And I was looking and trying to think, and I was like, I am not putting cheese in my journal. But I did find an alternative. We are going to do cheese, but we're not going to put like a cartoonish or modern look into this journal. First, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you some different kinds of tucks that I have in this journal already, and give you some ideas for tucks that if you're looking for different kinds of tucks to use, because the one I'm going to do today is just a simple, pretty simple corner tuck. So I have this one here, which is just a picture of Notre Dame that I've just glued down and then put some faux tape to make it look like it's taped down, and you can tuck something in here. And so that's one tuck. I have this one that we did for the make last week. This is just a little, looks like a label. And the journaling card tucks down in there. That's a pocket. That's a pocket. That is a wraparound little thing. Let's see, I know I have some more. This is the page we're going to work on today. This was already in here, and this is a French architecture page out of a French architecture book. And so I think this page will be a good page for us to work on. This is a belly band. Let's see. Okay, here, this is one of the wraparound corner tucks. So it goes around the top of the page, and then you have a tuck theoretically on both sides. Now for this particular one, oops, I just knocked my paper clip off. I just did it on one side, but you can leave it open on this side as well, and then you have a tuck on both sides of the page. I didn't do that right. Okay, pocket. This is a side tuck here that just goes along the side of the page, and you can tuck stuff in the side. This is a tuck that is made out of a flashcard. This one is similar to the Eiffel Tower. You can see you have a tuck space down here at the bottom that you could tuck something behind there. This one has a tuck at the top for this tag to go up in. Sorry, got a little tickle there. And it is actually a envelope, and the flap is the tuck. And then this one, the house, is the tuck. And you just stick the card down in there like that. It also has a top tuck on the other side that you can put something up under there. Belly band. Okay, and then this is the last one. It has a little tuck there. And I would consider this more of a pocket here. Okay, so those are some of the tucks that are already in this journal. Now let's go back to the page that I want to work on today, if I can find it. Okay, here. And like I said, I'm just going to make a corner tuck here. So for that, I just cut a triangle. And it's going to go right down here in the corner, but I'm going to do some collaging on it first. So I made this out of cardstock so to be a little bit more hefty, and like I said, it will glue right down here in the corner and be a tuck right here. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way so that we can work on our little piece. So I hope everybody's having a good day and that you're having decent weather. I know it's really snowing and cold and all that kind of stuff in a lot of places, so I hope you're having decent weather. Now this is what I'm pulling together for my tuck. One, I have some cheesecloth. That makes sense, right? If we're gonna have cheese, we'll have some cheesecloth. I have this little French sign that says butter and cheese. And then I have some little scraps of paper that are written in French. And I'm going to cut this off, but it won't matter because I'm probably going to tear it. Anyway, but that, just seeing those little side seams there. We'll go ahead and get them out of the way. Okay. And then I have a little Tim Holtz journal card that has some French ticking on it. Or green stripes. Either. And then I have some more little French writing pieces. I have this little card because when I make my tug, like if it goes like that, I'm going to put this little card on as a little, like a little pocket in my tug. So when we get done, it's going to go like this. And it's going to have a pocket right here. So I made this little card to go down in there. And why a rabbit? I picked a rabbit because when I was in Paris recently, it wasn't real recently, it was before Notre Dame caught on fire, right before it, actually the fall, right before it caught on fire, which I'm really blessed to get to see it before all that happened. All the markets have rabbits that you can purchase to cook. So I know that sounds weird, but that just reminds me of Paris, is those rabbits hanging in the market windows and the meat shops. And so I'm going to put that little rabbit down in that tug. And then I have some photographs. This is a guy making cheese. And then this is an actual illustration of cheese in a cheese cellar. And then I have this little group of ladies that have their cheese lined up in front of them there, so they make cheese as well. And so I'm going to use these in my tug, especially this guy. I think he'll look really cool in there. Okay, so that's the plan. And probably what I'll do is put these two behind, because I'm kind of want to pick up something with a little bit of color to it. So I probably will stick these two in the pocket like this, and then I think I'll pin this one over on the other page where the Eiffel Tower is. Okay, so that's my plan. So the first thing I want to do is kind of collage this little piece and include some of this French writing. Okay, so I can almost do the whole thing with this piece. So let's put some glue down. Get my glue book. This is going to be a fairly quick make, but tucks aren't that hard for the most part, unless you're somebody like Barbara or Louisa and you use all this mixed media stuff and make them all artsy and fancy and all that kind of stuff. Their makes for this challenge so far have been just amazing. I'd like to be inside Louisa's head sometimes. She's just an incredible artist. And Barbara is, her mind is just meticulous when it comes to journaling. So I enjoy watching them both because I think they have both very different styles, but very similar too. So yeah, so if you haven't caught any of those videos, I encourage you to go to their channels. They both have playlists, I believe. for this challenge. And also, if you search the hashtag on YouTube or on Instagram, you'll get everybody's pictures and videos that have been participating. And there's some beautiful makes out there. Okay, so there is most of that, but I want to get some of this floral in there as well. Not a lot of it is going to show, of course, but if I could get just a little hint of it in there. So I'm going to put that right across there and then cut it again. I'm not going to worry about wrapping it around because I did use cardstock, so it's already pretty sturdy. That's about crooked. And I apologize for my nails looking so cruddy. I have been playing with some alcohol inks, and unfortunately all that sticks to my fingernail polish and then makes my nails look all cruddy. Okay, so now we want to take that little journal card. What did I do with it? There it is, with the ticking, and put it like that. And I'm going to leave it, I'm not going to cut it like this. I'm going to leave it the rectangle shape. Do I want, yeah. And I don't even care if it hangs over. I think that gives it a little bit more character. So I'm going to take my heart glitter glue and glue that on like a little pocket. So about right there. Kind of like that. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of inking. I'm gonna get my vintage photo. Let me put my pen back in here for the moment. Some days I can't hit that hole to save my life. There we go. You'd think as many times a day as I do that it wouldn't be so difficult. But it is. Oops. Missed the spot. Okay, now I want to put this across here. I couldn't decide on whether to use this or to use the word charcuterie because when I think about cheese, I always think about a charcuterie board, and that's my husband's one of his favorite words. No, that's crazy, but he loves to say that word. my sister went to stay at Topsville and found a charcuterie board and brought it to him, and it says shark charcuterie because, you know, it's from the ocean, but it's so cute and it has a little picture of a shark down in the corner. Cute little board. Okay, so that is going to go like that, and now we need to figure out how we want to incorporate the cheesecloth. I think I want to put it behind the sign there. I'll stretch it out just a little bit. I think I want to put it right behind here, like that. Yep. So let's put a strip glue stick across there and stick it on. And then I'm going to put our glitter glue on this. Now, if my journal was not already just overflowing, I would back this with cardstock too. But I am not going to, just because it already has so much bulk. That needs to come up just a little bit, because alright, so I think when that dries, it will be good. So now let's think around this little guy and decide, do we want to, I think I am going to angle the corners, make it look more like a tag. Struggling to put the pin in the glue. It's going to be one of those days. Okay, I'm going to use the large angle. And then I think I'll use my little slot punch that's made for name badges and put another little piece of cheesecloth in there. Instead of doing a circle. This is what it looks like, and of course that's what it cuts, and you can find this on Amazon. And it's called a name badge punch, I think, or something close to that. And I'm not sure whose digital this little rabbit is. It was just in my stash. I think it may be Digital Collage Club from one of their Easter things, but I'm not sure about that. I'm going to put that through there. And then I think I'm going to tie some twine around that, just because it kind of reminds me of, you know, them tying the cheese up in the paper. So I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Speaking of paper, it would look kind of cool to take some brown paper and put along the edge of that. Do I have any of that over here? Looking like, oops, I'm obviously causing a disaster. I'm looking in my scrap bin. Yes, like this. Butcher paper would be better, but I don't have any butcher paper, so we're gonna pretend that that's what this is. And I'm just gonna put it so it's kind of peeking out. Right behind there. Let's cut a little piece. I have to do it in a couple of pieces. It's not quite long enough. Okay, put this one on here. Oops. 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 I'm having lots of oopses here. Okay, and kind of make sure that's all glued down. Kind of wrinkle it up. Okay, so then our tag goes down in there like that. All right, now let's work on our photographs here. So we need to age those up a little bit since I just printed them. And these are from the National Archives or some things like something like that. I just kind of Googled the history of cheese and got some interesting pictures pop up. I think I'm gonna do some sanding. I need to order some new sanding discs. Mine are about run out of stuff. I have to do some restock on staples after Christmas. Alright, just created some little spots. Now I'm going to kind of fold the corner and do that in a couple of spots. And then when I ink it, you'll be able to. I'm even going to make a little tear here. Alright, now let's do some inking. Pull that back over and ink it. Anywhere that I sanded, see, it'll take the ink or the oxide much better. Okay. So there's that one. See how that looks now. Good. All right, now we'll take our little illustration here and I'm trying to decide if I want to. I think I'm going to round the corners on this one and make it look maybe more like it would have been a postcard or something like that. Get my rounder and I'm going to use the 1/2 inch. You can use whatever kind of rounding tool that you have. I have several. I like the crocodile because if you're going through thicker materials, it does it like butter. Where some of those little hand corner rounders, you know, you get a little bit of thickness on your material and actually, you know, we could, this is very white on the back, we could do some stamping on here and make this really look like a postcard on this back side. I have a stamp, I believe. Give me just 1 second. I'm not going to pause you because it should just take me a second. Okay, I have this stamp, which is Stampendious. Stupendous, I guess. Stupendous. Probably from Joann's, but it's in French. And what if we stamp this on here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from Joann's. It says Paper Crafts on there for the department. And it's obviously that's not a Hobby Lobby price tag. Alright, I'm going to do it in brown potting soil, archival. Because I think if I do it in brown, if you wanted to write on the back of it, you probably still could. I may be wrong, it may be too dark, but I don't write in my journal, so to me it's of no consequence whether I can write in it or not. Okay, so there we go. I could have done it a little bit. Actually, I may cut that down a little bit. I've got room to. Let's do that. I think it'll look better. Oh goodness, guys. I have my television on. I do not have the volume turned up, obviously, when I'm making a video, but they're in Madison, Wisconsin, and there's been another school shooting. So if you're not watching, of course, by the time this video comes out, that would have been old news. Because, of course, I don't do live. Should I cut the width down too? I think I will. All I'm gonna lose is a couple rolls of cheese. Just to make it look more like a real postcard. Okay, let's round those edges again. Okay. We can put a stamp on there. And another postmark. Then we'll have a little cheese postcard. I'm gonna go through my Tim Holtz ones and see if I can find one that's from France. I think there's some in here probably. If I can read them. If not, I know I have some in my Girl Stamps. Right here. Right here is one. There we go. Alright, and that one's already got the thing kind of stamped on there, so we'll just leave that like that. And I think I might want to put some grungy splatters on there, so let's get the tea dye. It's pretty dark for tea dye. I think it had ink on it already, but that's okay. Okay, so there's our little postcard that will go down in there. Here's our little guy that'll go down in there. So now we just need to do these ladies, and I'm just gonna ink them up. I don't want to, this photograph is really, really light and not real detailed, so I'm just gonna kind of give it a little bit of color. Oh, that actually says something. Down at the bottom. I can't read it though. That's kind of cool. I love old photographs, especially ones that tell stories, you know, about whatever may be going on. In this case, making cheese. Okay, and I'm not going to do anything else to that one. Now let's put everything in the journal, and we'll be done. Alright, so this is where it's going to go. These little ladies, I'm just going to pin over here on top of my Eiffel Tower card. And then this little guy, my tuck, is going to go right down here in the corner. Let me move up so you can see what I'm doing. So he's going to go right here in the corner. So I'm going to glue the two sides. And put him right down here. Just like that. And then we're going to tuck our little postcard and our little photograph. Should I do a decal trim on that photograph? Just to give it a little bit more character. Nah. If I decide I'm going to do it, I'll do it later. Alright, so there is that guy, and then we're going to stick our little cheese postcard behind him. just like that. So, that's our make for today. I hope you guys liked it. I'll be back tomorrow for the next prompt, which I don't even know what it is at this point. And I still owe you a video for the Sweet Pea Curiosities December design team project, and I will be filming that one right after this one, and this will be on Monday. Both of them, I will try to release both of them on Monday. Sometimes when you try to do that, it takes forever to download both of them. So, yeah, I will if I can. I'm wanting to put something that says Paris right there, even though I don't know that it is, but I have a stamp. Sorry, I got totally distracted. Let's see here. I think it's in this one, which is the dates from the past. There it is. I don't know why I want to put that there, but I do. Alright, black archival, and then I will let you go. I'll shut up and let you go. And I have black paint on my smallest little thing here. So I'm probably not going to be able to see if I'm putting this on straight. I haven't cleaned it yet from earlier. I'm going to stand up. There we go. Cute. Okay, I feel better about it now. Alright. Again, that was dates from the past, creative expressions. And it's one of the tailor-made journal ones, I believe. Alright, so now I'm done, and I will see you guys in the Sweet Pea Curiosity Design Team Project video, either sometime later this evening or tomorrow. Either way, I'll see you soon. Everybody have a great day. Bye.